Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that I'm super excited about here in War of the Visions. One that is coming up this week, basically, and one that we don't exactly know when it's coming up. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about is my man Galzak here. Now, I'm super glad every time we get one of these free MR units, especially how good they've been lately. But in particularly, I think Galzak is a little bit better here in global just because he's being positioned a little bit better. He's coming out at the same time as the Golem Esper. So those people who have Earth teams can sort of benefit from that. And he came out right directly after Dialdo. Things were shuffled a bit compared to the JP version. So I think they did a little bit of an improvement here so that he can get a little bit more shine. So I think that's actually pretty good. As a devout, I think the thing that I don't like about devouts is that they usually don't have a raise mechanic. Granted, this isn't the best. Galzak does have white mage, but he only has raise. At least he has some way to raise, so I think that's going to be really, really good. On top of that, I really enjoy Galzak's character, like Galzak's story. From what we know, we had a Garvel like side quest, mini quest, and I really liked the Garvel quest, and I thought it was super relatable. It's kind of in the same vein as Venera. I'm pretty sure Venera was in the story as well. But there was a point in the story where Garver went a little bit too far, and it had to do with Galzak here. So kind of just he's kind of been a unit that I've been waiting for just to kind of get revenge on Garvels out there. Not that it's going to happen in the story or anything. Well, we don't really know, but that's part of the reason why I really am looking forward to using Galzak. Um, and even if you're paying attention to the main story, there's kind of been some stuff going on with Garvel, so who knows what's going to happen there in the main story. I mean, obviously some people know from JP, but it's really exciting to see that kind of stuff tie into the main story. And speaking of which, we are getting a chapter of the main story coming, so that's going to be another great thing. Okay, and kind of the second thing here that I am super excited for is the return of summer units. And let me kind of move my face there. The return of summer units. I know a lot of us already have a lot of these units, but there's going to be some units that some of us don't have. Like for example, I don't have Helena or Jaden that I might be interested in getting. And the thing that I really like about the summer units is that they release at almost the same time in JP and in the global version. So part of the insane thing that I do like about this one is that we are expecting them all to get transcendent abilities. So the fact that it's completely unpredictable as to who's going to be good coming out of that is going to be it's what makes me excited because it's right now it's not possible to just look at the JP things and say, hey, you know what? It's going to be Helena. Helena's going to be the good one, or Jaden's going to be the good one. So let's get ready for them. It's just we just don't really know quite yet. And as we've seen, like Master Abilities 2s and Transcendent Abilities, they do have the ability to kind of completely change the unit and kind of make them viable again. So I am excited for the fact that we don't exactly know. We don't know who's going to, definitely suck, and we don't know who's definitely going to be good. So here's hoping that we actually get some good surprises and maybe one of the older units gets a good transcendent ability. And hopefully both of our 100 cost units get a good transcendent ability because when it comes to a 100 cost unit, it just feels so bad to have to go to pity. I just hope to have them both have strong abilities to kind of make them back into 100 cost units. I know Helena's probably not as good as she could have been, but it would be great to get a good transcendent ability on her. I'm kind of feeling like Helena is one of the fan favorites, but then again, Jaden is also a fan favorite. So I'm hoping that they kind of both get some good treatment here. I like both of the characters, so I can be tempted to pull on one of those banners. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, but I definitely can be tempted to pull. And of course, we do have the possibility for one or two brand new summer units. They're probably going to be 100 costs if we're being honest here. If not like a 90 cost, it would be nice to get like 100 and a 90 cost. Probably going to be 100 costs if I'm really trying to be conservative about that. But again, trying to plan for whoever you're going to pull. I know some people pull for everyone, but trying to plan for whoever you're going to pull, especially knowing that Final Fantasy V is right around the corner. So trying to plan for this, to me, is like super excited the fact that we can't actually plan for this, because we're going to have to make tough choices here. And I like being forced to make tough choices sometimes. Okay, so kind of a bonus thing. This kind of comes around all the time, so it's not really something new, but guild raid. If we kind of like lower this right here, I kind of was able to build a lot of my guild back this weekend with the double snappers drops, but I was kind of very low on my guild, and that's because I've kind of been working on some of my older units, some of my units that are still at 99, because I'm starting to realize like Transcendence, like level 140, or like level 121, is starting to become like the bare minimum. If you're not really the bare minimum, but if you have a unit still at 120, it's going to take you a while to build up that unit. Like, let's say you need that unit for something that's coming up, whether that be a guild raid or whether that be class match or something like that. Trying to bring them from 120 or from 99 all the way back up, it's gonna, that's gonna be a challenge to do within like a week's time span. So I kind of just have been trying to work on things. So I'm glad that the guild raid has come up exactly this week, because it came out like right after we got double guild snappers. So that's going to put me in a spot that whoever I kind of want to build for the guild raid, I'm going to be able to sort of just invest a ton of guild into them, and I'm going to try to just use them for the guild raid. I mean, I already have some units that I know I can trust for the guild raid, but there's always those units that are like on your off elements that aren't exactly, up to par, that I kind of do want to work on in the current times. Basically, I just kind of want to keep working on everything and just keep making my account stronger in general. It just helps to have a nice variety of units for any kind of situation.